the pop-up show.
It's a pop-up show.
It's the pop-up show.
Pop, pop, pop.
It's the pop-up show.
Pop, pop, pop.
It's the pop-up show.
Something's happening, something going on.
TTNL back live to get it on.
$7 a month, don't need a coupon.
We worldwide, the flag is waving strong.
Surprising your patient with breaking news.
Bring a whole lot of truth, no pay-per-views.
Could be called Shane or DDB.
Just another branch on this family tree.
The tape never lies like a boy JC.
No narratives allow how we rock the beat.
Breaking news on time, now we ain't no bullets.
Jealous networks make us out to be villains.
Unbreakable truths like a man Bruce Willis.
We stand tall in the city like the Willis.
Tower, over the competition we devour.
Brands every time like the slobber bears hour.
Others fall asleep when the apple is bit. We taking out the frauds who here to Great Britain. You can't run that eye, brother, who are you shin? Patrons of the truth, this network spit.
Old man reporting live from the dungeons. We keep it real, tears from chopping onions. Bears Nation on the rise, be on the coverage. Hot off the press, hot fresh out the oven. It's the pop-up show.
Pop, pop.
It's the pop-up show.
Pop, pop, pop.
It's the pop-up show.
The pop-up.
It's the pop-up show.
Pop.
It's the pop-up show.
Pop, pop.
It's the pop-up show.
What?
It's the pop-up show.
Pop, pop, pop.
It's the pop-up show.
TTNL.
That's us.
I was with Lenny. I was having a good day.
Yeah, I know. Well, we were on the phone and you did not believe me.
I thought you were breaking my balls.
Welcome to TTNL Network, the home of the best rotational guests you will ever see.
It's a pop-up show. Shit.
Yes, pop-up. Ryan Poles extended, Phil, through the year 2029.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of this. Obviously, had to come live and direct and put our stamp to this. Obviously, the TTNL patron, as well as the big fan of this network, knows where I stand on it. So I just want to get my rant out of the way. I think it's completely McCaskey-like. The muffins are in the oven and cooked and they're on the table. Now they just buttered those things. There's no proof to what this GM has done here. I can try to understand a method of aligning a coach with a GM when you just hired this coach or there's been some sort of previous success. If you're going to give this guy the credit of cleaning up a mess, well, that's been the story of a plethora of NFL franchises that have been able to do that, but still show some sort of semblance of success. If we're going to stand in the doldrums that we have been, let's look at it truthfully. Where you build success from the GM's mouth is through the draft. He's not drafted a Pro Bowl player. Yes, there's hope with Kyler Gordon and obviously Caleb Williams, but the cupboard is bare, no pun intended. And the reality of this football team under him, the one word, if we were going to say play the game, one word to describe Ryan Poles, my word is soft. And it's a cultural thing. Now, Ben Johnson, layup. Caleb Williams, layup. I'm looking for the positives. And I'm sure there's some Nunu Johnson out there, or some Dante or whoever. Nunu might be great. He popped in my head. That is going to be on the Ryan Poles, Justin Fields fanatic train. I'm completely not scratching my head. I'm not indifferent. There's no devil's advocate here. This is dumb football decision-making, once again, by the Chicago Bears. Until this is proven, do we not sign a GM? Look at Cole Kmet.
Yeah, there was no reason to rush into this.
There was no reason to rush into this. And before anybody says anything, we knew this was going to happen. We didn't know. Did you know they were going to fire Matt Eberflus in the middle of the season? No, you didn't. Did you know they were going to keep Matt Eberflus? No, you didn't. I'm so tired of the misinformed, miseducated fan because you're listening to some of these clowns and blog boys out there that don't watch tape, don't know football. Common football sense says you have failed as a GM in so many avenues that how are you going to fix this in this time frame? It's dumb. It's pathetic. It leaves me completely disheveled because there's obviously no way the Bears will fire this guy in the next 3 years. So you're going to have to live with a guy that can't take a defensive end in the top 3 rounds of the draft, that has been completely unable to find immense dogs, Shane. He's been unable to do it. His trade history has been suspect, and we could go into the draft picks. I mean, Velus Jones and some of the first-year guys that he drafted all the way down to this year, knowing what we would have done and should have done, and as well as passing on Brock Bowers. I think a lot of people overlooked that because he gave Cole Kmet an extension when he should have let Cole prove. Does Cole Kmet get an extension if he played like he did last year? No. Fucking doesn't. And that's how you do it. You use leverage to do this the right way. This is a big mistake, in my opinion. I want to be wrong.
I get it, Phil. Like I said, I from a business perspective, I get having them on the same timeline, but let's be honest, they're not on the same timeline because Ryan Poles is going to have a much shorter leash than Ben Johnson does. If things go left and the Chicago Bears lose, guess who's going to lose their job first? It's going to be Ryan Poles. It's just the way that it's going to work. I mean, Ben Johnson's coming in here making $14 million a year. He's got the most juice in the organization. By my book, I don't think that's a stretch from anybody. And part of what we do here at TTNL, and I get the excitement when things happen and trades happen and people get extended. You just can't overlook facts. Yes. Have things been out of his control? Probably. But Phil produced this a few months ago, and we just actually, getting ready for this show, came across this. So it says about 10 months ago in the beginning. So it's about 14 months ago now at this point. But let's just take a look back in memory lane and see what we're dealing with.
Changes to the staff and moving on from several offensive coaches. This team has 10 wins in 2 years. I apologize for the awkward nature of this question. What made you want to stay with Matt Eberflus and knowing that that's the direction you want to go at head coach?
Yeah, everything I talked about in the beginning, just in terms of his leadership and stability. I really think that the head coach needs to be able to captain the ship when the seas are storm, or when these seas have storms, and really keep everything settled.
This guy's nuts.
When you go through hard times and you can keep everyone together, no. To me, that's like the critical piece in a market like this. You have to be strong.
Nope.
I mean, if he's jumping off the boat and everyone else starts jumping off the boat, it's a hot mess.
The guy's a hot mess.
So the stability was a big piece of it.
Are you serious right now, bro?
The detail that he coached with.
They look unprepared at times. They've blown 4 historic leads.
Would take some of the mistakes from the game, bringing them to practice, and making sure that we're doing things the right way.
This coach is a mess. Where's the coach? And un pazzo.
It's a lot of progress, and there's a reason why we went from 3 to 7 wins.
Are you kidding me?
The player aspect of it is important, but also the detail.
Details.
and bringing the team together, sticking through those hard times allowed us to push through. And you saw a lot of those wins happen towards the back end of the season.
It's all about the execution.
Again, it's all about execution.
And if it's not for him, I really don't think that's the case. I think it starts to crumble. Everyone starts to do their own things.
I'm failing to make the connection here.
So to me, that was a critical piece in this.
Well, they did. They did fire him, but you get our point. And there's going to be much of that. And listen, there's nowhere else to go for these guys. And where was the comment from Cody Hahn? Do you think that they asked Ben his thoughts on extending POLES? Of course they did. He was
he gonna say?
Yeah, and what is he gonna say? I mean, he just signed a monster contract, just a handful of months, and now he's like, oh no. No matter how you feel about Ryan Poles, it didn't need to be done right now. It didn't need to be done right now. If you get to November and the Bears are rolling and Caleb is on fire and all of that, guess what? Ryan Poles still isn't going anywhere. You could do it then. It didn't need to be done right now. The Bears think that this is going to drive the locker room and inspire players and all of that. No, Ben Johnson is here for that. He's under contract. These guys are going to be like, hey, yeah, Ryan's here. Great. He brought us in. He's responsible. He gave us our chance. Cool. It's not driving the fucking meter for them, Phil. You know that. I know that. That's Ben Johnson's job. That's Dennis Allen's job. That's the coaching staff's job that is here, not Ryan Poles. I mean, do we need to talk about his drafting history out of the top 10 or beyond the second round? Do we need to go there? There's so many. Can I sit here and say with a clear conscience that he's going to be abysmal and not have some nice acquisitions? No, I can't say that because it happens. Do I have a ton of confidence that it's going to happen? No. That's why you extend a tight end for $50 million and then a year later draft another one in the top 10. Tell me another organization that's doing that.
There is none. Bro, I was talking to my defensive coordinator today, and I'm like, how do you take this isn't Brock Bowers here. It's like, and you passed on him. And now what you said there is perfect. I see this as a weak guy, very nervous. Like no fucking GM should be nervous to get in front of a group and stand up for what he is. No fucking football winner.
Not at this point.
Exactly. This guy walks around nervous, crying over.
Do you remember how nervous Claudio was when we started TTNL Network to intro the show?
Exactly.
We had like a 90-minute show that was, didn't air, that we recorded of Claudio just introing the show, and he was so nervous. The more and more he did it, he got better at it. But yeah, that's Ryan Poles is always on edge. Always.
The guy he doesn't look for dogs. It's a showcase. Now Grady Jarrett, yeah, that's a dog, but he's 30-something years old that you fucking signed in free agency.
And guess what? If you hit on Jervon Dexter and Zach Pickens, you have no reason to sign Grady Jarrett.
100%.
Let me ask you this.
It's like Ryan Poles.
Let me ask you this, Phil. What's the number one reason Grady Jarrett is here? It's because he's a veteran and he is a leader.
Yes.
I understand every team needs that, but this team had to overpay for an older player for veteran leadership because of the coach that you kept around another year when you shouldn't have.
That's a GM failure. Everybody that was worth their anything in football was saying, okay, you got the first round pick. of the first pick of the first round again.
Right.
Now's the time. We know what Justin Fields is. He's a backup quarterback. You're going to take a quarterback. Everybody in the NFL knows it.
He said he
Probably
knew it in
should
November.
fire Matt Eberflus and hire a new coach. It could have been Ben Johnson then. The reality is this, thank you, Gable Whitlow. Is he related to Caden?
Yes,
That's
his
what
brother.
I want. That's his brother?
Yes, it is.
Thank you, Gabe. So Jacob Infante, who I don't know Jacob at all. Some of his takes are good. I agree. Some not. I would like Jacob to come on the show and show some fucking balls and face some talk. I don't even have anything bad to say. But he does something smart here. He does a poll of polls. I don't know how many people voted on this. Obviously, I don't have Twitter or X, but 60% are uneducated. That's the problem. And me and Shane,
but Phil,
how many shows?
It goes back. If you polled those same people in 2015 and asked if Kevin White was going to be the best wide receiver in the NFL within 24 months, 85% of them would have said yes, just because. That's why people get upset with TTNL, because we're going to listen. We don't love to complain, but the Bears make it fucking easy.
3,000 people voted on that shit.
Yeah.
The Bears make it easy. Anybody criticizing us, they just want to live in fucking fantasy world, fantasy island, fantasy football island. You want the fucking bandwagon jumping analysis? Go check out your guys, Swifty and one of these other guys. They'll take care of that. See it through rose petal glasses. Everything's going to be okay. Nothing has been good. What has been good? We got to sit here and defend a rookie quarterback that broke Bears rookie passing records. And we have to defend him on this show, surrounding the worst coach maybe in Bears history. It's debatable, but it's very close. Somebody who the GM doubled down on has a job and just got extended while signing a tight end to a $50 million extension. And then drafting another one in the first pick in the top 10 in this year's draft, coming off an injury. You want this fucking truth? Like, what world do you live in football wise? Like, every opinion that I have comes from watching the tape of it. I have never pretended that I know Ben Johnson's going to be a great head coach. I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic. But it's the only fucking thing I can hang my hat on that I'm okay, this is different. That's it. The GM is the same as Ryan Pace. It's just a different 3 letters thereafter.
Yeah, I just don't understand. I would love to hear the reasoning of why it needed to be done. And like I said, I just think in true Chicago Bears fashion, they think that this is going to be a driving factor for the players heading into training camp. And it's just not. It's just not.
No, but I don't know how you're positive about this shit. I'm devastated, to be honest. The thing that I was feeling good about is Ben Johnson turns it around, rights the ship, and Ben Johnson decides at some point, not McCaskey and Kevin Warren. This is all about some sort of business type of thought process with politics involved in despite, and your analogy is correct, Shane, but their mindset is we're going to even them both up in contract years.
Yeah, right.
We're going to be some pom-poms, no cheerleaders, because Virginia said no.
Any good businessman, if you honestly believed in Ryan Poles, you're doing that heading into your coaching search.
100%. Again, great point. Ryan Poles isn't why Ben Johnson came here. Caleb Williams is. It's that simple.
Yeah, easy.
And those same assholes on the local media circuit and radio and TV.
It doesn't
saying
matter.
Anything else is terrible.
You can't.
No
Josiah,
way.
It doesn't. But maybe he's right. But who cares?
Who gives a shit?
It doesn't matter.
That's the best thing.
There's no cap.
You should be happy. GM. You should be happy to pay a guy
because he had
one right.
Maybe one winning season.
What is he going to do? Threaten to go to the Jets?
He's under contract for 2 more years.
Take what you built and leave. No fucking GM is leaving.
It's not.
You've had plenty of time.
You can't compare this to a player.
It's Tariq Cohen only. I can compare it to contract extensions when they're not necessary.
I got you, Josiah. He had a first one saying that that's what they're thinking, and that just shows you, business wise, they're lost.
They're fucking 3 strikes out. They're out. They're so dumb. The McCaskies should be completely silent ownership and get them the fuck out of there. Take your goddamn scooter and drive it into Lake Michigan. Just stay away from all of this. Get your board together. They should totally take over from George. This is the dumbest thing they could have done. It just is. Show somebody, any of these blog boys, please come on the fucking show and give me some positives of Ryan Poles that weren't layups. Give me something he's done. He's good with the cap. The cap is the most manipulated thing there is. What good has he done? What has he done that's like, oh, wow. The one thing is the Bryce Young trade. Right? Landing Lovey, throwing the touchdown, and the Bears getting that first overall pick, and then him trading down, fully betting on next year. That's the thing he did. He totally fucked the OC.
Here's this.
He also signed Waldron Shane.
Some people
decided on Waldron.
Some people want numbers, and when we're talking about, and I don't want to hear the salary cap. You better be in good salary cap shape if you're not winning. Exactly. You fucking better be.
That's another good point.
So 2026 cap space. The LA Chargers are on pace to have 118 million in cap space. Raiders 105, Steelers 99, Titans 98 million, Rams 79 million, Commanders 78 million, Colts 71, Denver 68, Cincy 68, Seattle 63, Jets 60, Tampa 40, San Francisco 40, Green Bay 29, Philly 21, Arizona 21, Baltimore, then Houston, then Dallas, then the Giants, then Carolina, then New England, then Atlanta, then the Jacksonville Jaguars, really? Chicago Bears. Right now, I mean, yes, there's going to be moves, but everybody's got cap space. Everybody.
Exactly. There you go. You knocked that one out. I can't. Those 60% of the 3,000, it's going to be even more than that. And the reality is there's nothing for him to stand on that he's done. And the McCaskies are so dumb. These are the same fucking people that kept Ted Phillips involved all these years. And again, it's Phil and Shane telling you Ted is involved in football shit. We have been told, and then now we got to hear this from the blog boys. Well, it's the McCaskies. What do you expect? You know what I expect? Learn from your goddamn mistakes. That's what I expect. I expect a winning franchise from the charter franchise. I expect more than a football fan, George. Your fucking grandfather invented the NFL, and you can't do your due diligence in assignment and learn and understand and be a part of the people. You know, the people that swear and coach and teach this game, you can't know them because you're highbrow, piece of garbage, phony. That's what your culture is. And guess what Ryan Poles is? Just like Ryan Pace before him. A frat boy fraud. A soft-ass frat boy fraud. Drafts the same kind of lineman as himself. Continues to trade to try to cover up mistakes or sign free agents where he can't draft. Give me a fucking GM that can draft and see talent. Find the dogs out there. Put them on the roster. You're not building a football team with a bunch of choir boys. It just doesn't happen.
You want some more stats? The most expensive defensive units in 2024. Number one, Pittsburgh Steelers, $145 million on defense they had. Yep. Number two, Green Bay Packers, $124 million. Number three, Chicago Bears, $116 million. Falcons at $115, Chargers at $115. Cheapest, Rams, $44 million. Chiefs, Lions, Eagles, Broncos. But we're going to praise him for his salary cap? Come on.
We don't draft defensive linemen, Shane.
Oh, we do. We've drafted 2 under Ryan Poles.
Javon Dexter, Shamar Turner.
No. That's defensive tackles. You said defense. Yeah, defensive ends. We've drafted 2. Yeah, Austin Booker and
this guy.
And Robinson.
Dominique Robinson. He's going to do it this year.
He's drafted the same amount of defensive ends as he has punters in his regime. And the highest drafted player out of all 4 of them is the punter, Torrey Taylor.
You ain't getting that shit anywhere else. They'll steal it from Shane. But you just hit another. If you were the Cubs, you're up 11-0 with the way Shane's hitting them out of the park today. It needed to be said. Our intro, and credit Courtney Cronin for that question at the time, because she's the only one with the fucking balls to hold them accountable in that group and not be this subtle nerd and speak it out of the side of your, Pat Finley here. Coach, were you upset with the way things ended in Washington when you had a timeout, the 15th? Don't be rhetorical with your shit. Just come out and ask it.
But Phil, we talked about this before. This precedes Ryan Poles. Their organizational belief is to trade or to sign pass rushers.
100%. They can't find them, Shane.
I mean, go back to Jerry Angelo.
What was it? 11? How many picks in the last?
Who are the 3 biggest moves at defensive end for Jerry Angelo? I just off the top of my head.
James Adams, who passed
traded a 2nd-round draft pick for Gaines Adams.
Adewale Ogunleye.
Traded a 3rd-rounder in Marty Booker for Adewale Ogunleye.
And then Alex Brown.
Well, Julius Peppers.
Oh, that's right, Julius.
But here's the kicker. We talked about this too.
He went to his house.
Had Gaines Adams not died, Phil.
Yep.
they probably weren't going after Julius Peppers in free agency after giving. That was the same. They traded for Gaines Adams.
Pick.
He died.
Yep.
And then they broke the bank for Julius Peppers. But you look at it, it's what they do. Yes, they drafted Leonard Floyd. Okay, so there's outliers everywhere. But it's Khalil Mack, it's Montez Sweat, it's Adewale Agunleye. It's an organizational belief that you don't draft and develop at this position. It's been that way forever.
The two most important positions, quarterback and pass rusher. Just look at the Super Bowls. Where do they win? How do the Giants upset the undefeated Patriots? The pass rush. That's how they did. How did the fucking Kansas City Chiefs lose? Pass rush. It's not this hard, but the Bears continue to get.
But it's hard when you don't. It's like,
God forbid Olin speak some truth, George. Take him with a grain of salt, right?
Phil, everybody's got that one buddy that lives alone and is pissed off that everybody's got, all of his friends have a girlfriend or married and have their own family. And you're like, but dude, you never leave your house. They aren't just going to come to you. You know what I mean? 100%. You got to get out and fucking work, put a little bit of effort into it. But that's the same thing. Oh, Jerron Gilbert jumps out of a fucking pool. Let's bring him in. Oh, by the way, he doesn't even fit our fucking scheme that we're running. But that's what the Bears do.
Fucking draft
Dan Bazine,
Leonard
who was
Floyd,
held together with duct tape. But you throw Ryan Poles in there, and I know, Phil, we've said it a million times, and this is not an indictment on Colston Loveland. Colston Loveland, I think, is going to have an extremely productive career. Love the player. Is Kansas City drafting a tight end at number 10? Is Philly? No. Is Denver? Is Baltimore? Is San Francisco? Any of these teams? Buffalo, that's in the playoffs every single year? No, they're not. They're not. And what's one of the biggest questions on our team? Who's playing across from Montez Sweat? Oh, yeah, who, by the way, has had a double-digit sack season one time in his career. And that wasn't even, that was combined between two teams. One time.
Deo?
Yeah. Great. I mean, if you were to put down 10K right now on how many sacks Dio Adengbo would have, and I told you that the over-under was 6.5.
I got 6 in my head. That was what I said, so I'm under.
But that's who he's been. I mean, it's the same thing. Alex Brown, and listen, Alex Brown, great guy, but he's overrated by Bears fans. It's just, Mark Anderson, a rookie? Fuck, let's just push Alex to the side because Mark had 12.5 as a rookie. And then everything fucking nosedived after that. That's the Bears. Don't add to it. Fuck that. Don't give Michael Williams the chance to work with Grady Jarrett and Montez Sweat. Fuck, let's bring in another tight end. It makes no sense.
That's why the contract extension makes no sense. They're going to continue to have somebody building something that doesn't know how to build it. I see the person. I never shook my hand, never talked to him. Obviously, I feel Ian Cunningham has more of the confidence and the personality. Like a GM, you have to have some sort of people skills and personality. Ryan Poles, honestly, and I'll give you this, he's working the trade for what's his name? Roquan Smith. When I was around them for that long. So he's working the phone, maybe nervous on that end. But I'm telling you, the guy reeked of what I've seen losing cultures and coaches carry themselves like. There's no confidence. There's no smile or kindness or real personable person there. Ian Cunningham had that. And when anybody can watch these 1920 edited down to the fucking bare minimum and watch and see Ian Cunningham commands the room better than this guy who's going to shock the world with Ruben Hippolyte.
Right, but this is what we're talking about. This is why the Bears love fans like this right here. Because every season's another
blackpiling. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I don't know, but it's not good. I'm just saying this is the thing.
Yeah.
It's not sunshine and rain. We've lived it a long time, and we see it. We have every right in the world to question these guys. They don't get a blank slate. They don't. Especially Ryan Poles. Can I give Ben Johnson a little bit more string on his rope? Yes, I can. He's a first-time head coach. I get it. He's going to have some fuck-ups. But, man, you can't come out and say you're going to build the team the right way through the trenches because you were an offensive lineman. That's who you were. And then you just fucking go away from it and say, oh, this guy's a try-hard guy in the 7th. Oh, Ryan Bates. I like him. Oh, I can't. Buffalo matched the offer. No, well, now I'm going to go throw another draft pick at him. How many snaps has Ryan Bates played here?
I want to say
under 50.
Definitely under 50. That would be my guess, like 40 something snaps. I want to guess. I don't. Same. What was we talked about it on our last show? Dan Feeney traded for Lucas.
But
what was his name? Lucas Patrick.
But Phil, right here, what Alex is saying, it's crazy that Dom Robb is still on the roster. He's been your number 2 defensive end across from Montez Sweat all off season.
Oh my.
And who did you sign in free agency?
Deo. Why don't we have that drop?
We're in
this
fucking
we're
in
in
the different brand.
To God.
It's because we're in the different brand.
Oh, okay.
But that's the point. And I'm not trying to say that Deo can't be a serviceable player. Is he going to come in and get 15 and a half sacks? No. It's not who he is. But somebody else put in there about another name was obviously not an outside pass rusher inside, but a guy like Kenneth Grant. I wouldn't have minded that. I was a Kenneth Grant fan. More defensive linemen, the better. Shamar Turner, you better be good because guess what? You're in the process. You're a few weeks away from moving off of a 3rd rounder in Zach Pickens. That's shown nothing here.
Zach Pickens, Velus Jones, as Frank Hacks is talking about. Remember? Oh, God, he ran that fucking jet sweep for a touchdown, Shane. Look at him cut back. Yep. I'm glad we didn't trade him for that 4th round pick we would have gotten from Jackson.
Oh, my God, Phil, if I could, I don't even know. I don't know if it was a 4th.
This is your GM, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a 4th.
I heard it was a 4th from Jacksonville.
Well, then they're fucking batshit crazy. I mean, to me, that's fucking fireable right there.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm like,
you want to have fun? Go back and watch our coverage of that draft when they picked Velus Jones. I believe he was the 75th or 72nd pick.
He was 75th or 72. Yeah.
Fucking hated it. And the Bears justified it because
special.
The Bears justified it because why? Because Justin, he was on Justin's list.
Justin's a good eye for talent.
Yeah, clearly.
Oh my God.
But this is the thing. Now the Bears are connected to Matthew Judon again. And that great. That's, you know what, Phil? You know what I did? You know the kind of move that a winning organization makes is so San Francisco took Mykel Williams, the very next pick. So say the Bears did that. If I'm the GM, if I'm the Bears, I draft Mykel Williams And I still bring in Matthew Judon.
100%.
Surround
Because
him
what do you
with
got?
veterans. Right.
What do you got? You're moving the kid Hardy, who showed the most potential.
Everybody is a massive question mark, including Montez Sweat with his pass rush ability.
I totally agree with you.
Where are they going to get where do they have the most quality depth is on the interior. Because Billings showed more as a pass rusher last year before he had the pec injury. Then you brought in Grady Jarrett for that reason and the leadership. Jervon Dexter is going to be...
This is the stuff that losing cultures create losers. Like, fans just start giving in. Well, the plague is better than a heart attack. I mean, you live a little bit longer. This isn't how you do it, guys. Mike, it's just, he doesn't get any respect. He's done nothing.
But we got four tight ends, man. You know,
four tight ends. He's the guy who signed. What's his name? What's the fucking tight? Gerald Everett. He brought Mercedes Lewis at 45 years old in. This GM continues.
I'm pretty positive.
Fucking Homer is still on the fucking team. Same with Hicks. All because of politics. What is Travis Homer doing for this football team that he prevents you from getting Nick Chubb over here? It's pathetic. But we're gonna. What was it?
And I know we're gonna take
29.
That's why we opened this show up. We unlocked it because normally 99% of the time these pop-up shows are patron only.
Yeah, we're
you
giving
want to become a patron right there, thetapeneverlies.com, but we wanted to open it up just because it's the dead period. We want to talk about this. And I know that Phil and I always get a lot of grief from people. Oh, they're so negative and they're pissing and moaning. But other than pure hope, it's like, Phil, we talked to Greg Braggs on the phone, and what were we giving him grief about with Ozzy Trapillo? Like, Greg, what is it? What is your love of Trapillo based on other than pure fucking
hope?
Hope.
That's all it was. That's when we put pressure on him. That's what it was.
The one guy that said we're bagging on the Bears before the season even, but that's the reason. You just think because it's a fresh slate, a clean slate, that everything's going to be fixed. No, there's tons of question marks with this team. Tons.
I got him. Got the fly. He's walking around after I hit him. Now he's dead.
There you go.
Son of
Can he play defensive end?
He might be able to play tight end. I don't even know. Like, I am a doctor on this show, so I'm trying to give you therapy. The Bears have created a losing culture. Whether they wanted to do it or not, the shit trickles downhill. It starts from the top. It was there with the McCaskies. It's there with Kevin Warren. Is Kevin cleaning up shop? They haven't even put a shovel in the ground. We're not even there yet. And then you can't overlook the coaching hires. I mean, that to me, and before you go, Ryan Poles is better than Ryan Pace. I don't know that. I don't know that.
Ryan Pace went to the playoffs twice.
Yeah, Ryan Pace also helped hire Vic Fangio, which was the best hire the Bears have ever had at defensive coordinator next to Buddy Ryan. So no one gets their panties in a bunch. He had a 12-win season. Ryan Poles has won nothing. We don't reward people for tearing shit down. We just don't. We reward them for building stuff. And that, especially in sports, this is another showcase.
So here's some breaking news.
Go ahead.
Who was it? I think it was our guy Mike Huff.
We're going to find out this year. The Bears win 4 games, right?
He said Poles might be the first 15-36 GM ever to get an extension. Well, here's some breaking news for you. I just looked this up.
Yeah.
On
AI can help.
January 1st, 2018. With a career record of 14-34, which so Ryan Poles has improved it by 1 game. Ryan Pace got an extension at 14-34.
There it is, folks. The show is over. Don't care.
But we're being negative.
That is it. Jack, clip it and rip it, because TTNL, honestly, I'm gonna take a bow for you and bow down to you, because that quick AI chat GBD, or however you got that.
I just typed in I simply went to Google and typed in Ryan Pace extension.
They don't learn from their mistakes. And I can guarantee right now, someone on ESPN or 670 The Score is confused. Well, trying to look at the positive, right?
Do you want to hear?
Nobody can be positive about this.
Do you want to hear the quote from Ryan Pace when he signed his extension? Listen. We'll see if we get to talk to. Well, the Bears won't have Ryan.
This will be a
Poles.
winning a Monday.
Oh, it'll just show you how crazy it is. So this is the funny part. This is what Ryan Pace said after his extension. 2018. I need to point the finger at myself as well, Ryan Pace said. Our record is a reflection on me as well. But I feel good about where we're at right now. I feel much better about where we're at right now than at this time last year, and that starts with the quarterback position. We have a 23-year-old quarterback that we feel very good about, that we need to build around. We need to build upon that core, and fortunately, we have the resources to do that. But I mean, literally, you can take the quarterback, and I'm not comparing Mitch and Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is a 23-year-old quarterback. 14 wins, 15 wins. 23-year-old quarterback heading into a season where everything, tons of stuff is on the line. New coach coming. It's the same goddamn scenario. It's the same thing. Now, by my book, there's no comparison between Caleb the prospect and Mitch the prospect. I mean, even when we did our draft coverage when we were at the old network, none of us had Mitch up top where we had Caleb. But my point is the Bears, much like they keep a head coach, they bring in a young quarterback, they keep a coach for another year, then they fire him. They did it dating all the way back to Cade McNown. They did it with Rex.
Even Kerry Franklin can't put the rose petal glasses on right now after these mic drops. Thank you, Mike Huff. 15-36. They gave Ryan Pace an extension at 14-35, right? Is that what you said? 14-35?
You mean it with Ryan Poles? He's got 15-36.
Right. Ryan Pace, though, got
14-34.
14-34.
Yeah, 14-34 in the previous 3 seasons under John Fox. Yeah.
The history's repeating itself here. We're looking at an organization that doesn't understand leverage, that doesn't understand winning, and that doesn't understand.
And I will
can't put blind faith in this.
I will say this, Phil. I do believe that the Bears have a talented roster. Is it talented enough? No.
Oh.
But I believe that there is a lot of talent here. And hopefully Ben Johnson can unlock that and help guys reach their potential and exceed it in some, instances. But it's just the blueprint of how they're getting there, to me, makes very, very, very little sense. And now, is there a football for dummies book? Probably. Is there a football dummies or a football building for dummies book. Well, the Bears don't use it if there is.
The Bears are writing it for whoever's going to write it. Like, do the opposite of that. That's the book, Shane. Maybe we should write it for people. I just don't get it. But obviously, we wanted to show the world, those people that are on the fence, of the tapeneverlies.com patron. This is what we do. We pop up on Patreon, but we also take to the tape. We've done 4 undrafted free agent breakdowns.
Fuck you, Bullets.
We've
Had
done
had to get that in there.
We've done all of the draft and all of the draft coverage. And then during the season, we'll be breaking down the Chicago Bears offense and defense like nobody else does after games, giving you a detailed, live, interactive film session that you come on with coaches and former players, and you get the gist of what that is, as well as articles and cars and Shane and all this other stuff going into what this team is doing right or wrong. I hope, beyond hope, that the Chicago Bears got the right coach. That's the one thing. I had 2 things that I was like, okay, I can hang my hat on the Bears. They haven't give this fucking GM an extension, and they're going to see what they have with them. And they got a guy that seems to have an understanding of what accountability means to coaching. And those 2 things were important. Today, the Bears, I mean, it's Friday, Shane. I was having a good day.
Yeah, it was the classic Friday news dump.
Oh my God.
For that, and that's what the Bears do. They've been known to do that. But Phil, here's, me and these numbers. But
thanks, Josh. I appreciate it.
I'll just bring this up. I had shared this with you and Cap, I don't know, a couple of months ago, but I kept them here. So over the past 20 drafts, the Chicago Bears have had 154 total selections over the past 20 drafts. Over the past 20 drafts, how many picks have the Green Bay Packers had? Bears are at 154. How many is Green Bay at?
138.
201.
201?
201. We had 154 over the same period. Minnesota had 181. Detroit had 162. And Chicago comes up 4th with 154. So out of 154 selections out of the last 20 NFL drafts, the Chicago Bears have drafted 10 defensive ends total in rounds 1 through 7. And one of those was Shea McClellan, who was moved to linebacker the very next year because he was so bad and never was a defensive end coming into the league, ever, unless you were, running a 34 defense, which the Bears were not when Phil Emery drafted him. 10, Phil.
10.
The Bears have had issues at center since Olin. In 20 NFL drafts, how many centers have the Bears drafted in the last 20?
In the last
NFL
20?
drafts? Yes, rounds 1 through 7. 3.
3. Wow.
They've drafted 10 defensive ends, 13 defensive tackles in rounds 1 through 7. 14 offensive tackles, 12 offensive guards, 3 centers.
I don't agree with Jack Kane. Shane, I don't want to skip over what you just said because it's brilliant. Again, you're looking at the truth. It's the smoking gun. Don't be a patsy fan. That's what the Bears have forced you to be. I don't care. We're not doing this to be liked. If you're truthfully doing what Ian Cunningham said to me and Larison to our faces, no, we need to be held accountable. Keep doing what you're doing. We get it. You're frustrated. We're frustrated. That's what a good organization should be saying. Yeah, but really, George is pissed at us and wants to do everything to stop us. That's the truth. right? So when Jack says something like this, I go, okay, how is your GM who sucked a good thing in the process of this? He is like a shitty basement that's leaking. Are you building a house? You got a great, beautiful house. The quarterback is the freaking kitchen. The head coach is the whole rest of the house, 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. But our basement is full of fucking water.
Right.
No, that's the problem.
And Phil, the end, what it is, it's how do the Bears build? They pick out high top chairs before they design the foundation of a house.
Yeah, exactly.
And they put that in prime time on a fucking show centered around the Bears in Hard Knocks. But that's, and listen, guys, don't get frustrated. We're not saying that the Bears can't go out there and play excellent football,
win 13
and
games.
win.
Boom.
They
That would
can.
be great.
We're just saying, don't get excited and say, "Oh, just because the Bears did this, it was the." It's. I would, if I was building a football team, I would want people around me that are not afraid to tell me that they think I'm wrong. I don't want a bunch of yes men that are always going to agree with me. And I think that that's what works here with what Phil and I do, because not a lot of people are going to come out and say, "Oh, we just took a tight end number 10 overall that we think is super talented, but it's really a dumb fucking draft pick." People just don't want to hear that because they don't want the negativity. We're just going to tell you exactly what we think. It's not an indictment on Colston Loveland or his talent at all. Very, very talented player. Just, come on, man. You want the fucking blueprint? Look to Philly. Put your resources in the offensive and defensive lines. You have the quarterback. Everything else should be easy. You went tight end. Come on, man.
I couldn't agree more with that. It's just, it is what it is. I could have got you Harold Fannin, and we could have taken Mikael Williams and had a pass rusher, or Mike Green.
Phil, think of it this way. If Ben Johnson absolutely loved Cole Kmet and he's under contract long-term, you're not taking one.
100%.
To replace him. So that tells you that Ben has major question marks about Cole being tight end number 1 in Chicago.
He should. The film has always said that.
No, but that is what I'm saying. So he's trying to fix a mistake from your GM that you just extended.
I don't want you to shake George's hand at camp. He's limiting fans to go and watch their team when it's the only time you could do it for families and kids for free. I'm not talking about these asshole grown-ups going there begging for autographs. I'm talking about kids having the experience, families going there, fathers and moms allowing their kids to have a touch of the NFL and their favorite team. What the McCaskies have continued to do is screw over the fan and completely do it on every level. It's not just one level. I mean, we had Zorich talking about the 80s, 90s rather. Sorry, Chris. And they're charging Richard Dent to eat. What, after 7 Pro Bowls, 6 Pro Bowls? Like, what are you doing?
But Phil, this is something that happens in the end. I'm not saying that every team does this, but like when these guys are presented with a fucking game ball, that gets deducted from their check.
Yeah, it's pathetic. You take care of that as an owner. You ain't paying shit. Thank you so much, Terry Obi, for diving and catching that ball against Detroit and winning the fucking game for us. This game ball's for you. On me, the owner.
Or you
nope. Terry,
you auction off a fucking meet and greet to fans.
Oh my God.
You get a 6-figure sum and you don't even hold up your end of the bargain as a franchise. Ryan Poles was included in that.
Ryan Poles was the reason for that.
Right.
He's pathetic. I'm telling you. Like, tune it out. Like a lot of you did. A lot of you commented. I'm not talking about people live here in the chat. A lot of you haters hate on me and Shane or whatever. I'm not on Twitter. I don't go to Reddit and read the fucking obnoxiousness of shit.
I do.
Shane does. I'll interact with anybody. I'll have anybody on the show. In fact, Ivan do something and get whatever. What was his name again? We were talking about, he did the fucking poll.
Oh, Jacob Infante.
Jacob Infante. Get Jacob on our next show to talk about the open of camp. Do that. And we could talk about the Bears. And maybe we come away as brothers and everything. I'm okay with any of that.
Hippolyte Bruce Poles is still drafting himself.
The fact that he said that.
Yeah, and this is
no one's expecting it. No shit, Ryan. Because he's not a 4th round pick.
But this is what we're talking about from Space Time. Booker's about to surprise everyone. What is that based on? Other than it ain't based on tape. It ain't based on tape.
No, he hasn't wrapped up shit. Maybe Christmas presents. I've never seen a defensive lineman throw his body around. And that's coaching. Like, now, again, Dennis Allen's here. I love the coaching staff. I love all of the stuff that's going on in regards to the coaching and the accountability. But you got to follow through. And I don't care about the criticism. I'm just keeping it real with you to set up the expectation the right way. I've been in some of you young bloods' shoes where I just can't. I don't want to hear negative. I can't wait to see the Bears play. Well, I've been burned too many times. I'm too old for this shit. It's just prove it now. Go out there and prove
how flustered are Bears fans? Look at poor Thomas Adams. Pace has more W's than Pace. Sucks to say that because Pace sucks. Major D too. He did the old triple Pace, trying to talk about two different people. He went triple Pace.
Ryans and Matts. Jesus.
I think I understand what he's saying. I think he's saying Pace has more W's than Poles.
Sucks to say that because Pace sucks.
It still made me laugh, though.
Yeah, I like Thomas. Become a patron. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. And Shane and I also have day jobs as well as I coach football. Shane might step into the coaching arena. Who knows?
No, Shane is not stepping into the coaching arena.
But let's look at performance over politics when it comes to Ryan Poles. It has not been there either.
That's right. Two defensive ends, Booker and Robinson. That's
exactly. Yeah. Those are his choices. They will make the team because he drafted them.
He drafted Robinson in the 5th round, and he traded a future 4th rounder
to get back in the draft.
To get back in the draft
for Booker.
To take Booker in the 5th round. And he drafted 2 punters, Trent Gill in the 7th round and Torrey Taylor in round 4. And again, if you need do the Bears stick to they will tell you, and listen, I think probably most teams do it. Hey, we stick to our board. We're going to no matter, we don't look at positions. We're going to take the best player on our board. And that's a bold-faced lie. If you watch 1920 Football Drive last year in the Caleb Williams draft, they were plotting out day 3. All right, so in round 4, we're going to go the punter when he's there, and then we're going to try to get back up into the draft for Booker. You weren't even in the fucking day of that draft yet.
Exactly.
You're saying the players that you were going to go get. So don't tell me that it's BPA. You're going for your favorite player, and that's it.
I agree, bro. That being said, a surprise Friday pop-up show here at TTNL. If you're new to TTNL, the Tape Never Lies Network, it's in the name. Yes, we are the original. The TapeNeverLies.com. Become a patron today. It'll be the best money you spent. As we get into camp, they do not give preseason tape, although last year they flirted with it via the last game. So maybe this year they'll give us some freaking preseason scrimmage tape, Shane. So we'll be, if we do, then we'll be looking at that and look at
well,
some.
You know what's going to happen, and let's just break some more news here, Phil, because the Bears have 2 combined practices with Buffalo and Miami. So you know as well as I do that it's very unlikely that you're going to see anybody play in either of those preseason games.
And here we go
because
again.
It'll go with the combined. Yeah, so it's going to be what it is. And listen, I think that's probably what's going to end up happening with preseason overall. And I'm not totally against it, but I need the practices to be ramped up. Like Greg said Wednesday night, all the practices he went to last year, the Bears went live one time. Once.
Not a priority. Football is not a priority. So that's what we have to see going forward. Make the priority your culture, your team. And listen, you guys laugh at these guys, but it's proven, documented. You know, even with a guy like Belichick, who isn't the most fiery guy, there is a line that is known, and it is going to be physical. That's how you win. You're going to have to get calloused up and not talk about getting calloused up. We'll see if the Bears do that. We'll have boots on the ground that first day of camp, and we will be talking about the Chicago Bears.
We have access to
one ticket.
Yeah, a ticket, an extra ticket. Compliments of
our guy,
OG Ron G. Ponying up the ticket. So if you are a TTNL Network patron, we are going to have a little something fun for somebody to get access to attend the first practice with Ron G of TTNL Network, Ivan Vargas of TTNL Network, and we'll got one more person that we're waiting to hear back.
Yeah, one more that we're waiting to hear back.
If he cannot go, we're actually going to have two
tickets. If he can't go, because of all the people that deserve to go, it's that guy.
Yeah,
it's to go.
So that will be for the 7/25 practice. Not only is
July 25th.
That's the greatest day in history. That's Walter Payton's birthday and also my birthday.
Marshall's birthday. You should fly out, Shane.
I was born to be a Bears fan, Phil.
Yes, you were.
That's right.
I was always jealous of you for being born on his same birthday as Sweetness.
Lucas Vandermeide says, "Hey guys, don't worry, I'll come." His wife told me the same story early and often. Thank you, Lucas.
Well, another fun show. Totally will be ready for you. What is this? Oh, I didn't know what that was. But anyway.
Yeah.
We'll be back Wednesday night, keeping it 100. Wait, what's next week?
Next week is, there's somebody else got to.
July 16th.
Yeah, somebody else has got a birthday coming up too, but it's not like it's a big deal. You've already had 60 of them, so.
Yeah, my birthday's coming up.
Sorry, Lucas. Lucas is used to me. He knows we go there. He's been around long enough.
Hello, TTNL family, writes Stephen W. Phil, I was a Poles side until I heard you break it down one after another, and now I'm not so sure of them. Again, you teach me football. It was a great comment. Thank you, Stephen, from somebody, patron. It's like every time I watch Keeping It 100, I learn something.
Right.
I don't learn something when I listen or watch any other Bears related podcasts. And that was the best compliment that we could get. And that's the goal here. I don't know. I was cracking up at Greg Braggs' Fat Cat. That's all I took from that last show.
And yeah, go back and watch that. That was a fun one.
But the Bears did give us something to talk about. What song is that? Let's give them something to talk about. Is that?
Yeah, Bonnie Raitt.
Bonnie Raitt. There you
go. We're good.
Kerry Franklin loves that song, Shane.
He does. Kerry Franklin, believe it or not, has a tattoo of Bonnie Raitt on his left bicep.
I fucking knew it. From Tennessee, I figured.
Yeah.
Yes. Another note that Phil and Shane will be a part of. We're teaming up with CHGO, and we will be on Monday nights with our guy Greg Braggs and Adam Rank, our guys.
Monday nights, or if the Bears play Monday night, it'll be on Tuesday nights.
On a Tuesday. So yes, that will be coming up this season, and so much more. I also will be at the opening night, Chicago Bears versus Minnesota Vikings. I'll fly in on Sunday, hang out Sunday. So
George is excited.
Keep it locked in of where we're going to be. What pizza place am I going to taste in Chicago? That should be fun and bring out some of you TTNL fans. I'll meet and greet, and then me and Kerry Franklin will be a part of our new teammate, Shane.
Yes.
CHGO and their tailgate on that Monday. I think he said I don't have to get up as early as Shane did.
No, Shane got about 45 minutes of sleep that night.
I get to go strolling out at 3 or 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But I will be there, ready to rock and roll. Come on out. Greg will have all the details about the tailgate and the party. And I will be with my guys. Shout out to you, Kerry Franklin, for helping make all this happen. So
Kerry Franklin, the water skier. Did you see that video?
I saw him. He got up. The old man was up.
Yeah.
He was grooving.
He was.
All that cold water.
I'm not going to pretend like I didn't rewind it a couple times to watch him biff when he did finally fall. It was kind of funny, but
we should end every show with him falling.
We could do that.
Him and Angelo on a moped.
Kerry Franklin is the single greatest person to go to a sporting event with. I was lucky enough that.
How many fights does he get you into? Do I have to watch myself?
Oh, no. Kerry is fearless. Absolutely. You should. We were sitting at a hockey game in Montreal, surrounded by rabid Montreal Canadiens fans, which I am one of myself. And Kerry gave exactly 0 fucks to stand up and say boo. It was fucking great. I loved every second of it. Love Kerry Franklin.
Well, those are the bits of breaking news. Ivan will be there with some swag at the first day of training camp.
Yep. You got to make sure you're following TTNL Network on X to
follow him
qualified.
On X.
We will have some free swag that he'll be handing out. And you might have to answer a trivia question or two. But yeah, we will keep everybody updated. Please scan that QR code. Go sign up. Become a patron. It's well worth the investment. You're not tied in. It's $10. And for everything that you get as football season ramps up, so does our coverage even more. We've taken a little bit of a respite here the last couple of weeks before the chaos starts again, but that's what we live for. That's what we breathe and die for, Phil, is
Hell yeah.
Chicago Bears NFL football, no matter how many times they kick us in the nuts. over and over again. We're always going to cover it from top to bottom better than anybody else.
There you go. Join up, become a patron. We're keeping it 100 next week, and then the week after, we're going to be switching things up that week because I have my anniversary and birthday. I think we're going to do a Thursday night or something, but we'll keep you posted on that. Let's get out of here. Have a great weekend. This was therapeutic for me because now I got it all off my chest. I was at the fucking gym having to deal with this pole shit. So we will see. We will see. I hope we're wrong, but right now we stand in the lane traveling at 85 miles an hour, 100% correct about what poles has been. So hopefully he changes that. Shane, you want to get us out of here? What are we going? What are we doing?
We're going to get you out of here. We're going to
Fuck you, bullets.
Truer words have never been spoken. See you all soon. And no matter what, hey, football's almost here.
Almost here.
Love you all. Bear down.